Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Maggie Newland. Family and friends gathered today to celebrate the life of 30-year-old Sohail Majarid. Raleigh police say an officer shot and killed him last Saturday after he approached the officer with a knife. CBS 17's Kelly Kennedy's been covering this story since the shooting and joins us now live from the family's home in Lewisburg. Kelly?
Maggie, Sohail's brother tells me a traditional funeral just didn't suit him. That's why they're holding a celebration of life today with family and friends, music and food. And his family tells me the thing that they're most proud of is this garden over here. Sohail's father tells me he started it about a week before he died, and the whole goal was to grow food to start a nonprofit to feed the homeless. Murdad Mojarad says his son struggled a lot with his mental illness, but no matter how much he was hurting, he held on to his positive attitude.
Even in his darkest time, when he was suffering like agony, and I would feel it, and he just would give you a hug and say, you know, it's okay, bro, it's okay.
On Saturday, family and friends gathered to celebrate the young man's life.
I feel really lucky that I was able to happen in my life for 30 years.
He died a week ago after he was shot by a Raleigh police officer.
I'm not mourning his loss. I'm just a proud dad. He's changing the world, and I know that.
Sohail was in a car accident about 10 years ago and suffered a traumatic brain injury that left him with permanent brain damage, and he struggled with mental illness ever since.
Mental illness isn't something that, that should be kind of off in the corner and not really talked about.
His brother tells me Sohail's been on different medications and in and out of mental hospitals for years. He hopes his brother's death will help start a larger conversation about how we can help some of the most vulnerable members of society.
He's the kind of guy who would literally, and has, given the shirt off his back to someone, who literally has given the last of his food multiple times to them because he just saw it and said, I think they're having the worst day to me. The last cent out of his pocket because he's like, I think they can use this more than I can right now. Who has met someone within the first 10 minutes of knowing them, saw they were homeless and they were cold, and he said, hey, you know what? You can come crash in my car or my van today. And that person came and found us. That's what I want people to remember about Sohail. That is who he was.
Now, the FBI is still investigating this shooting. Raleigh police did release a report on the shooting that said Sohail pulled a knife from his pocket and moved aggressively towards that officer before he was shot. Now, Sohail's family says he was wrongfully killed, and they will continue to seek justice. Reporting live in Lewisburg, I'm Kelly Kennedy for CBS 17 News.
All right, thank you, Kelly.